Listen today to the miraculous New Year prayer and prepare yourself, because you are about to unveil the spiritual code that will open the doors to the most abundant year of your life in 2026. A wealth that will begin to manifest from this very day. Have you ever wondered if there exists a forbidden secret, hidden for millennia, capable of transforming your financial reality overnight? Making money arrive quickly and unexpectedly, even today itself? I'm not referring to a simple whispered plea, but to ancestral knowledge, a powerful decree that few have had the privilege of knowing, safeguarded for its incredible capacity to alter destiny. This path you begin today is not for the weak of spirit, but for those who are ready to reclaim their divine inheritance, for those who feel in the deepest part of their being that misery and scarcity no longer have a place in their existence. Prepare yourself, because what is about to be revealed is not a trick, but a fundamental truth that will forever change your perception of prosperity. This spiritual code that has been jealously guarded away from the masses for its transformative power is not a mere belief. It is a master key that deactivates the locks of scarcity and activates the celestial mechanisms of abundance. Imagine for a moment that the financial limitations that have burdened you are nothing more than illusions created by a distorted vision of the spiritual world. What if I told you that within you resides an authority so immense, capable of ordering the universe so that money flows toward you without resistance, in a swift and imminent manner? This secret is not hidden out of malice, but because its revelation without proper preparation could be overwhelming. Only those with hearts willing toward true greatness can handle the magnitude of its impact. And you have been guided here because your moment has arrived. This knowledge will not only allow you to see the year 2026 as the most prosperous, but will lay the foundations for a financial manifestation that will begin today, breaking chains and opening channels of wealth you never imagined. The path we begin together today is much more than a simple YouTube video. It is an initiation, a journey of discovery toward a dimension of spiritual power that has remained veiled for most. Throughout this progressive revelation, you will feel how each word resonates in your soul, unearthing the dormant authority that has been granted to you since the beginning of time. This is not an easy or trivial path. It is a glorious journey, sown with truths that will challenge everything you thought you knew about prayer, faith, and manifestation. The promise of a year 2026 overflowing with wealth is not a distant fantasy, but a palpable reality that is built step by step, with every fiber of your being aligning with the divine flow. What you will experience here is not just more information, but a transformative experience that will allow you to attract money quickly, that money you hope for that will arrive today in your life, changing the course of your destiny. Few have had access to the depth of this secret, as its true essence lies in an understanding that transcends human logic. It has been hidden by those who understood that its power should not be disseminated without discernment, since with it comes the ability to rewrite realities, to summon wealth instantaneously, and to mold the future with the spoken word. The promise of the richest year of your life in 2026 and the manifestation of money today itself is not hyperbole, but the direct consequence of activating this spiritual code. You are embarking on an adventure that will take you to the depths of divine metaphysics, where you will discover that the power of manifestation is an inheritance, not a plea. A truth that will make you feel you have accessed truly rare knowledge that in the wrong hands could be dangerous, but in yours will be the door to incalculable glory. But before receiving this decree, before this spiritual code is finally revealed, and before money begins to flow toward you in miraculous ways, even today, you need to understand why this is not a common prayer. The key to everything that is about to happen lies in understanding the fundamental difference between the act of asking and the act of decreeing. This understanding will be the foundation upon which you will build the new reality of abundance, the portal that will open the floodgates of prosperity in your life, not only for the year 2026, but for every day that remains to you. Prepare yourself for a paradigm shift that will transform your posture, your voice, and your destiny. Because the revelation of the miraculous New Year prayer is intrinsically linked to the authority you are about to discover in yourself. You have already begun to understand that we are not dealing with a common prayer, one of those recited from memory without feeling its true impact, but something much greater. A spiritual decree of unbreakable power that will prepare you for the richest year of your life in 2026, making money arrive today itself. Today we do not come to beg, to implore from a position of need or lack, but to take the position of authority that was granted to you from your creation. This is the turning point where you cease to be a mere petitioner to become a spiritual commander, someone whose voice resonates in the celestial realms with the force of an irrefutable order. The promise of quick money, of the immediate arrival of the prosperity you long for, is not based on luck or chance, but on the activation of this divine authority that elevates you above mundane circumstances. Feel how your posture changes, how your spine straightens, because the era of supplication has ended and the era of decree has begun. This decree that we begin to unveil today is not an empty repetition of words. It is a declaration of your inheritance, a direct order to the universe to align with your divine will, guaranteeing that 2026 will be your year of greatest prosperity and that money will begin to arrive in unexpected ways. Even today, when you speak with authority, you do not ask permission. You proclaim a reality that already exists on the spiritual plane and must now manifest on the physical plane. Faith in this context is not uncertain hope, but absolute certainty that your word has the power to create, to transform, to open financial pathways that previously seemed blocked and impassable. This knowledge is the first step in understanding why wealth and prosperity are not privileges of the few, but a divine right that belongs to you by celestial design. Prepare to see how your voice, imbued with this new authority, becomes a hammer that breaks the chains of scarcity. The difference between praying and decreeing is as vast as the difference between a slave and a king. Common prayer is a plea, a petition made from a distance, often with the hope that it will be heard. The decree, on the other hand, is a proclamation, an order issued from a position of beloved child, of legitimate heir to the kingdom. The promise of a 2026 overflowing with wealth and the influx of money today itself is only fulfilled because this decree has an immediate and binding effect in the spiritual world. Every word you pronounce with this authority is not a suggestion, but a mandate that mobilizes celestial forces, opening portals of abundance and directing flows of prosperity directly toward you. Your voice, your energy, your intention merge to create a flaming sort of decree that cuts through any resistance, bringing the quick money you need right now. Today we ask no more. Today we decree. The time of supplication has ended. Now is the time of authority, of proclamation. Your voice has weight in the spiritual world, a weight that can lift mountains of debt and open oceans of financial opportunities, attracting money suddenly. It is as if each word emanating from you were a celestial trumpet announcing the imminent arrival of your blessing. This New Year decree is the first step on a path that will transform you not only into a vessel of blessings, but into an active channel of divine prosperity. As we advance, the complete activation of your power will manifest and you will see how financial doors open wide before you, revealing a year 2026 of unprecedented opulence and an influx of riches that will be felt from this very day. Write in the comments your first name to activate the power of this blessing, making this declaration as an act of faith. Faith is stronger when shared, and that is why we want to invite you to take one more step and become a member of our community. In addition to all the exclusive advantages of the channel, by becoming a member you will be enveloped by a mantle of protection and affection. We guarantee that your name will be included in all daily prayers, made with much love and devotion by our great prayer group. Come and be part of this circle of blessings and intercession. Click join, which is right here below the video, and feel the power of prayer in your life. Remember, this decree you are about to receive is just the beginning. The fullness of its power will be revealed as you delve into this path. Authority without visible spiritual zeal cannot be sustained. And zeal begins with tangible acts of faith that confirm your position in the universe. Prepare yourself, because what follows will seal your decree and multiply its effect, ensuring that money arrives today and that 2026 will be the most prosperous year you have ever lived. Every decree demands a seal for its power to fully manifest. And without this seal, the authority you have discovered in yourself cannot be sustained in the spiritual world. Today your simplest actions transform into sacred acts, sealing the path toward the richest year of your life in 2026 and ensuring that money begins to flow toward you quickly, even today itself. Do not think you are simply interacting with a video. Each click, each word you write, each decision to join this community is a ritual, a visible pact that the universe observes and responds to. It is the moment to transcend the barrier of the physical and understand that your actions in this digital space have an immense repercussion on the spiritual plane, opening doors of prosperity that were previously closed. Faith is not only an internal belief, but an external action that demonstrates your conviction and activates the power of the decree you receive. Faith manifests through works, and that is why the first seal of your miraculous New Year decree is forged with your interaction. It is time for the universe to see your response, your unwavering commitment to the abundance that awaits you. Your like is more than a simple click. It is your hand signing in the spiritual world the contract of abundance. A testimony that you accept the promise that 2026 will be your most prosperous year and that money will arrive today in your life unexpectedly. Each time you touch that button, you are sending an unmistakable signal to the celestial realms, declaring your intention to be an active receiver of divine wealth. Do not underestimate the power of this gesture, for it is the first stone of your new financial empire, a visible declaration that you are ready to reclaim what belongs to you. Now it is essential that you engrave your commitment in the digital ether, and for this, the comments are your altar. It is time for you to write with conviction. I take possession of the miraculous New Year prayer. This will be your spiritual zeal, the bold declaration that will activate the immediate arrival of abundance so that money arrives even today and the year 2026 manifests as the richest of your life. By writing these words, you are not only communicating with other viewers, but you are opening a gigantic spiritual door, proclaiming your right and your authority. Each letter, each syllable resonates in the cosmos like an expanding wave, dissipating scarcity and attracting toward you all the financial blessings that correspond to you. This visible act of faith is an anchor for your decree, ensuring that its power settles firmly in your reality. Your subscription to the Wealth and Divine Prosperity channel is the key that officially places you within this unstoppable current of divine prosperity. It is not just another number in our community. It is your formal entry into a circle of blessings, protection, and accelerated manifestation. By joining, you become part of an integral whole that vibrates at the frequency of abundance, ensuring that quick money and prosperity become the norm in your life, not the exception. This action seals your commitment to the path you have begun. It aligns you with the collective energy of those who also seek a year 2026 of unparalleled wealth and who hope to see money arrive today. It is your declaration that you have crossed the threshold of scarcity and entered the kingdom of unlimited fullness. And no less important, the act of sharing this video becomes a ritual of multiplication, a channel of blessing not only for you but for everyone around you. By sharing this message of hope and power, you become a beacon of light, extending the current of prosperity and opening the heavens even more for you. The universe honors those who become vehicles of its abundance, and by sowing this seed of faith in others, you guarantee an even greater harvest for yourself. One that will translate into quick money, into financial doors opening today itself, and into the consolidation of a 2026 full of riches. Heaven is observing your response now. Each action is interpreted as a pact, and by sealing this pact with your like, your comment, your subscription, and your act of sharing, something even deeper begins to happen. Your very identity begins to transform, preparing you for a level of manifestation that is beyond what you ever imagined. By sealing the pact with your visible attitudes, with each like, each comment, and each subscription, something profound began to change within you. The old identity, the one that felt limited, scarce, and dependent, is dying at this precise instant, and the true identity, that of a being endowed with power and wealth, begins to emerge. This spiritual metamorphosis is not a future promise, but a reality that is gestating in real time. Right now you cease to be a supplicant, a spiritual orphan begging for crumbs, to reclaim your legitimate place as beloved child, as heir to prosperity without limits. This transformation is the master key to accessing the abundance that prepares you for the richest year of your life in 2026 and for money to arrive quickly, even today, manifesting in ways that will astonish you. If before you saw yourself as a servant of circumstances, today the miraculous New Year prayer dresses you as a prince, a king, a celestial ambassador ready to receive the abundance that arrives even today in your life. Scarcity and debt were the old clothes you wore, but now you put on the mantle of royalty, the golden crown that corresponds to you by divine right. Without assuming this new identity, the promise of the richest year of your life in 2026 and the influx of quick money would not be fully fulfilled. It is not about asking with more fervor but about occupying your position, walking and speaking like one who already owns a vast fortune, like one who knows that money appears out of nowhere, opening the financial doors that were closed. Your past of scarcity, of financial worries, of sleepless nights does not define who you are now. You make a quantum leap from an identity of victim to one of victor, from orphan to beloved child, from someone who begged for crumbs to one who sits at the table of the divine banquet. The miraculous New Year prayer not only invokes prosperity, but catalyzes this inner rebirth, an awakening that connects you with the inexhaustible source of all wealth. It is as if a light were turned on in the deepest part of your being, revealing the majesty of your true essence. An essence that attracts money quickly and effortlessly. From the ashes of who you were, now is born who you really are. A being of light, an heir of abundance, a channel for divine prosperity. Visualize this moment. A mantle of royalty slides over your shoulders. A golden crown settles gently upon your head, and a brilliant sword of authority is placed in your hand. These are not mere symbols. They are the ethereal manifestation of your new identity, an identity that orders the universe so that money arrives even today, and that 2026 will be the year of the greatest wealth you have ever experienced. Each step you take, each word you pronounce from this moment resonates with the authority of a king reclaiming his kingdom. This new identity is not an illusion, but a fundamental truth that the miraculous New Year prayer unearths and activates in you. You no longer define yourself by your limitations, but by your unlimited potential to bring quick money, for money to appear out of nowhere, and for financial doors to open wide. Your mind transforms into a fertile garden where only thoughts of wealth and abundance bloom. And it is this new identity, this powerful inner metamorphosis, that ignites the first flame of courage within you. A flame indispensable for traversing the portals of manifestation and ensuring that the richest year of your life in 2026 begins to gestate from this very instant. Now that you have left behind the garment of victim and have dressed yourself with the crown of heir, it is time to ignite within you the flame that no wind of adversity can extinguish. Courage. This is not common bravery, but a spiritual force that emanates from your new identity, essential for the richest year of your life in 2026 to fully manifest and for money to arrive quickly. Even today, fear, shame, and insecurity are like invisible chains that have kept you prisoner, preventing you from reclaiming the abundance that belongs to you. But today, that divine flame burning in your interior begins to melt those shackles, freeing you to walk in the fullness of your purpose and for money to appear out of nowhere, opening financial doors without resistance. That courage positions you as a warrior of light, willing to face any shadow of scarcity that attempts to obstruct the path to your prosperity. The miraculous New Year prayer not only equips you with the decree, but also ignites this sacred flame that dissipates doubt and strengthens your conviction. Without this unbreakable courage, the promise of a 2026 overflowing with wealth and the influx of money today itself could not manifest in its totality. Fear is the most subtle spiritual enemy, the one that whispers impossibilities and convinces you that you are not worthy. But courage is the divine fire that incinerates those lies, leaving only the embers of pure faith that propel you forward, attracting quick and constant money. Imagine fear as a dense fog that has covered your path, making opportunities for wealth go unnoticed. Courage is the rising sun that pierces through that fog, revealing a horizon of infinite financial possibilities. The doubts, the insecurities, the internal voices that tell you that you cannot are mere shadows that dissipate before the light of your determination. The miraculous New Year prayer is the catalyst that transforms that small spark of courage into an uncontrollable spiritual fire, a fire that purifies your soul and prepares you to receive the torrent of abundance that awaits you. This fire not only protects you but also attracts money toward you like a magnet. Fear is no longer master of your life. Today, courage ignites your spirit, illuminating every corner of your being with the certainty of your victory. This flame of courage begins small, like a spark in the darkness, but it grows, expands until it becomes an uncontrollable fire that consumes every barrier and opens every financial door. The enemy of your prosperity retreats powerless when courage rises within you, because it knows that a brave mind and spirit are invincible. This inner fortitude is what will allow you to reclaim your inheritance and see how money arrives quickly, how it appears out of nowhere, making 2026 the richest and most prosperous year of your existence. The shame of having been in scarcity, the doubt about your capacity to prosper are the last vestiges of your old identity. But with the miraculous New Year prayer and the flame of courage burning in your heart, those feelings transform into ashes, giving way to unshakable confidence. This spiritual confidence is the bridge that will allow you to traverse the portals of manifestation, knowing that each step brings you closer to the promised wealth. And when the flame of courage ignites with such intensity in your being, the heavens cannot remain silent. They respond with the invocation of warrior angels, preparing to fight on your behalf and ensure that money arrives today. When the flame of courage ignites your spirit, the heavens do not remain silent. On the contrary, they resonate with unprecedented power. Dimensional portals open and an army of light begins to descend to meet you, mobilized by the authority of your decree and the miraculous New Year prayer that guarantees the richest year of your life in 2026 and the arrival of quick money. Even today, you are no longer alone on this journey. Your acts of faith and your bravery have summoned the celestial legions. Feel the energy. Hear the echo of the trumpets resonating in the ether and look with the eyes of the Spirit as the clarions announce the arrival of these beings of light. This celestial invocation is not a metaphor, but a palpable reality that is altering the spiritual environment around you, preparing the ground for a manifestation of wealth without precedent. Imagine a sky that opens in a spectacle of light and power. The angels with their flaming swords and their resplendent armor do not come to observe, but to act, to execute the miraculous New Year prayer that you have decreed. Each one of them has a specific mission: to tear down the barriers of scarcity, to dissipate the shadows of debt, and to clear the path so that money arrives today itself and 2026 becomes the most prosperous year of your existence. Their wings resonate like trumpets and their presence radiates a force that dissolves any opposition. The invisible begins to become visible and the spiritual forces that before seemed inert now mobilize in your favor, attracting quick money in ways you cannot even conceive. These beings of light are not passive figures. They are celestial warriors sent to materialize the promise of the richest year of your life in 2026 and ensure that money appears out of nowhere, opening financial doors. When the miraculous New Year prayer is proclaimed with courage, the angels position themselves to liberate, guard, war, and open the coffers that were sealed against you. Each debt is a fortress being attacked. Each financial limitation is a wall being torn down. Feel how the air around you densifies with their power, how a protective energy envelopes you, preparing you for the climax of this journey of transformation, where material wealth becomes a certainty. The celestial invocation is the direct response of the Most High to your declaration of authority and courage. It is not mere coincidence that you feel enveloped by a new energy, by a sensation of invincibility. This is the presence of your celestial allies, who have heard the call of your spirit. The enemy that seems strong and dominant in your financial life begins to retreat and flee when the legion of light approaches, because darkness cannot remain where there is such powerful divine intervention. The miraculous New Year prayer becomes a beacon that guides these angelic forces directly toward your needs, guaranteeing that money arrives today and that prosperity establishes itself in your life permanently. And if the angels are already positioned, if the army of light has descended to meet you, this means only one thing: spiritual warfare is about to begin. It is not a war of flesh and blood, but a battle in the invisible realms, where scarcity, misery, and debt will be defeated once and for all. This is the culminating moment, the instant where the miraculous New Year prayer will manifest its deepest power, bringing the quick money you so desire. Prepare to enter the battlefield with the certainty of victory, because you have at your side an invincible army, and together we will ensure that the year 2026 is truly the richest of your life. The angels are already positioned. The celestial trumpets echo with thunderous force. And now the battle begins in the spiritual realms. The enemy of your financial life is not before you in flesh and blood, but it is as real as the shackles you have felt, the debts that choke you, and the scarcity that has tried to rob you of peace. Today, with the miraculous New Year prayer, we enter this battlefield to ensure that the year 2026 is the richest of your life and that money arrives quickly, even today itself. This is not a symbolic struggle. It is a cosmic confrontation where the forces of light, mobilized by your decree, face and defeat every entity of misery that dares to stand in your path toward divine abundance. Scarcity, debt, financial humiliation are more than economic problems. They are manifestations of spiritual entities that seek to keep you bound. But with the miraculous New Year prayer on your lips and the celestial army at your side, these dark forces crumble. The clarions resonate, the flaming swords of the angels cut through the air, and the celestial war cries announce the imminent victory. The walls of poverty that surrounded you now fall like dust. The armor of misery disintegrates and the giants of debt are struck down. Feel the power of this divine intervention, because each stroke of the angelic sword releases a flow of money that was retained, making it appear out of nowhere. With each word of the miraculous New Year prayer that I now proclaim, the spiritual world trembles and the enemy retreats. This prayer is not a simple set of words, but an invocation of supreme power that strikes directly at the heart of scarcity, opening the celestial coffers that belong to you. The money that seemed distant, that was hiding from you, is now forced to manifest. Here is the miraculous New Year prayer for the richest year of your life in 2026. Beloved Heavenly Father, God of infinite wealth and prosperity, today in this sacred moment I present myself before you with a heart full of faith and gratitude. In the name of Jesus, by the power of the Holy Spirit and under the guidance of your angels of abundance, I decree and proclaim that this is the year of my greatest wealth, 2026, and that money, prosperity, and financial blessings arrive in my life quickly, abundantly, and unexpectedly, beginning from this very day. I order that every closed door be opened, that every barrier of scarcity be torn down, that every debt be canceled, and that every financial obstacle be removed from my path. Now I decree that money flows toward me from known and unknown sources, in miraculous and instantaneous ways. That every need be supplied with superabundance. That every desire of my heart aligned with your will be granted. I proclaim that I am a magnet for wealth, a channel of your divine prosperity. I receive quick, unexpected, and abundant money. I declare that I am worthy of wealth and that abundance is my divine inheritance. I order the angels of prosperity to surround me, to open the celestial treasures and to direct toward me all opportunities for financial growth, all successful businesses, all blessed investments. May each word of this miraculous New Year prayer become a hammer that seals my destiny of wealth. May the year 2026 be a living testimony of your glory in my financial life. I receive and give thanks for the money that arrives today, the money that will appear out of nowhere, the financial doors that open wide. Each debt is like a giant that falls, struck down by the breath of the Most High through your decree. The chains of misery break like fragile glass under the sword of light of the angels. The lightning bolts of divine justice cut through the sky, dissipating the darkness that tried to rob you of your prosperity. This decree is not just a plea. It is a declaration of war against poverty, a battle that is already being won in the spiritual world. Feel the victory because the invisible has already responded and the quick money you have asked for is already on its way, ready to materialize in your reality. The miraculous New Year prayer you have just pronounced has unleashed an unstoppable force. You have entered the battlefield as a commander and the result is already sealed. The victory is yours. Financial doors open with thunder. Blessings flow like an inexhaustible river and the promise that the year 2026 will be the richest of your life begins to take shape with money arriving to you today. And when the war ends, when the enemy of scarcity has been crushed by the divine decree, the crucial hour arrives to take possession of the conquered territory, to reclaim what belongs to you by right. The enemy has already fallen, the chains of scarcity have already been broken, and the battle has ended in a resounding victory proclaimed by the miraculous New Year prayer you have just pronounced. Now is the culminating moment, the instant to cross the conquered field and declare with firm voice and unshakable authority, I take possession of what belongs to me. This phase is not a plea nor a wish, but a declaration of accomplished facts in the spiritual realm that manifest now in your physical reality. With the sword of faith raised, you have not only conquered, but now you reclaim the inheritance that has been returned to you, the money that arrives today in your life as part of a divine pact for the richest year of your life in 2026. With the miraculous New Year prayer resonating in your being and with the flaming sword of the angels at your side, you not only conquer, but you take possession of the money that arrives today in your life as part of the divine inheritance that belongs to you. This is not a granted favor but a legal and spiritual right. Feel how you traverse the gates that were previously sealed, how the golden doors of abundance open wide before you. The banquet of prosperity is served. You do not sit on the periphery but at the main table as the legitimate heir you are. Your voice, your energy, your conviction are the keys that open the celestial coffers that contain your wealth. Taking possession is an act of faith and authority, a decisive movement that transforms spiritual victory into material manifestation. It is the moment to stop asking and start receiving, not in the future but right now, today. The miraculous New Year prayer has activated this process and your conscious declaration of possession anchors it in your reality. Do not wait for money to arrive to believe. Believe and declare that you already have it and the universe will move to align with your word. The quick money you so desire is not a possibility, but a certainty that is already in your hands because you have made the decision to reclaim it. Visualize with absolute clarity. You are opening coffers filled with gold, bills, jewels, and everything that symbolizes wealth. You feel the weight of the coins in your hands, the texture of the bills, the freshness of the air in the new spaces that are now yours. Each element of abundance, each financial opportunity that presents itself, each door that opens for money to appear out of nowhere is a direct manifestation of your act of taking possession. The miraculous New Year prayer has paved the way and your authority has paved it with gold. There is no force in the universe that can stop what already belongs to you. The conquered territory cannot remain empty. It needs to be occupied by you, by your new identity as heir. The miraculous New Year prayer has empowered you to do so, guaranteeing that the year 2026 will be the most prosperous and that money arrives today in your life. Feel yourself master of your destiny, commander of your prosperity. This possession is not only of material wealth, but also of peace, health, joy, and new opportunities. And when possession is assumed with this unshakable conviction, manifestation begins to escalate in cosmic proportions, multiplying each blessing and opening even more the channels of abundance. Prepare yourself because what comes now is an unstoppable acceleration of prosperity. By taking possession of the conquered territory and sitting at the table of inheritance, something begins to move on an increasing scale, with unstoppable force. What you declared with the miraculous New Year prayer does not stop at the instant of possession. It begins to multiply, to expand like waves that propagate endlessly, guaranteeing that the year 2026 will be the richest of your life and that money will arrive quickly, even today itself. This is not a static manifestation, but a spiritual acceleration, an avalanche of blessings that precipitates toward you, unstoppable and glorious. Feel how the energy of abundance envelopes you, how every fiber of your being vibrates in tune with growing prosperity. It is at this instant that the decree of the miraculous New Year prayer not only releases money, but accelerates its arrival, multiplying the doors open around you even today. What began as a small spark of faith is now a spiritual fire that illuminates your entire path. What was a seed now becomes an abundant harvest that overflows your barns. Each act of faith you have performed has generated a chain effect, a momentum that pushes wealth toward you at a vertiginous speed. The river of abundance that was previously dammed now overflows, flooding your life with financial blessings and making money appear out of nowhere. You find yourself at the epicenter of a spiritual avalanche that cannot be contained. The trumpets of multiplication resonate without pause in the heavens, announcing that the little becomes much, the limited becomes unlimited. The miraculous New Year prayer has unblocked the flows, and your commitment to this journey has opened the floodgates. Observe how quick money arrives from unexpected sources, how opportunities for prosperity multiply around you, how every financial problem dissolves in the air. The acceleration is palpable, the manifestation is progressive, and the promise of a 2026 of unprecedented wealth is being forged right now. Each second that passes, abundance gains strength and approaches you. What began as a key turning in a lock now becomes a wide-open door, revealing landscapes of unimaginable prosperity. The miraculous New Year prayer is the engine of this escalation, and your faith is the fuel that keeps it running. The universe responds to the vibration of your new identity, to your courage and your authority, and returns to you abundantly for each step you have taken in this direction. Prepare yourself, because the wealth you expect is not just an arrival, but an exponential multiplication that defies all human logic. But every escalation, every cosmic movement of this magnitude needs a seal, a confirmation in the spiritual world. The partial seal of the decree is about to be marked, solidifying this avalanche of prosperity and guaranteeing that money arrives today and that the year 2026 will be, without a doubt, the richest of your life. This is a crucial point, a pause before the climax, where the reality of your new abundance begins to be confirmed. Prepare yourself for the next step, because the universe is ready to engrave this victory in the celestial book of your destiny. The movement that began small and gained cosmic proportions is no longer just an omen. It is already being sealed. A part of the decree of the miraculous New Year prayer has been stamped in the spiritual world, leaving indelible marks that cannot be erased, guaranteeing that the year 2026 will be the richest of your life and that money will arrive today quickly. This is the partial seal, the divine confirmation that your manifestation process is real, legitimate, and is in full progress. It is not the end of the journey, but an intermediate station of victory, where the universe certifies that the impossible has already begun to become your reality and that quick money is already on its way, appearing out of nowhere. This seal confirms that the money that seemed distant, that the financial doors that were closed have already been liberated by the miraculous New Year prayer, and now nothing can stop the flow of abundance that has been decreed over your life. It is like a contract signed in the heavens, an irrefutable guarantee that what you have asked for and decreed is already in motion. Visualize this seal as a brilliant light that is engraved in the celestial book of your destiny, a mark of authority that declares your victory over scarcity and misery. Your faith has activated this stamp, and your commitment has ensured its validity. This partial seal is not just a sign. It is a powerful manifestation of the spiritual legitimacy of your decree. It means that the angels, the celestial forces, and the universe itself have recognized and validated your word. The miraculous New Year prayer has resonated so strongly in the cosmos that a part of your destiny of wealth has already been written with indelible ink. You can feel the solidity of this confirmation, the certainty that your future of prosperity is now an unshakable reality and that money will arrive today and 2026 will be a year of unparalleled opulence. It is crucial to understand that this is only the first seal, a partial fulfillment of the decree, but a giant step in your journey. The expectation for the climax, for the fullness of the promise, must grow even more. The miraculous New Year prayer has opened the floodgates, and this partial seal is proof that the water is already flowing. There is no turning back. The process of your enrichment is activated and secured. Each day the evidence of this truth will become clearer, with quick money arriving to you in surprising ways. And if a part has already been confirmed, if the universe has already sealed this first section of your journey toward wealth, Prepare yourself because the next step is even more monumental. What comes is total restitution, a multiplied return of everything that scarcity has robbed from you. The partial seal is the guarantee that the decree is alive and active, and the promise that the richest year of your life in 2026 will be consolidated with money arriving to you today. Prepare yourself because the keys of restitution are about to be delivered into your hands, opening coffers of treasures that belong to you by divine right. The seal has been marked in the heavens and the guarantee has been released by the miraculous New Year prayer. Now, what was retained by scarcity, what was stolen from you by circumstances, and what was unjustly taken from you needs to be returned. The hour of restitution has arrived, a moment of divine justice where everything you lost will be restored to you and with increase, guaranteeing that the year 2026 will be the richest of your life and that money will arrive today quickly. This is not an empty promise, but a celestial sentence that obliges the universe to compensate you for each season of deprivation, for each night of worry. The decree of the miraculous New Year prayer not only releases money, but orders that everything that was stolen from your financial life be restituted, returned with interest of honor and abundance. Imagine that the coffers that contained your inheritance, that were sealed by adversity, now open wide, revealing treasures that were waiting for you. The ancient keys that were hidden are delivered into your hands and the gates of wealth open majestically before you. Each loss transforms into a multiplied gain, each sacrifice into a supernatural reward. Money will appear out of nowhere, opening the financial doors that were previously blocked. Restitution is not partial. It is complete and multiplied. The enemy that lost the spiritual war is not only defeated, but is forced to return everything it took from you 7 times more. Just as the scriptures promise, the miraculous New Year prayer is the voice of justice that resonates in the cosmos, activating this process of divine return. You will not only recover what was lost, but you will receive an abundance that far exceeds any expectation, ensuring that money arrives today and that the year 2026 will be the most opulent you have ever experienced. Feel the weight of justice in your favor, the sensation that the universe conspires to restore you. This restitution does not bring only money, but brings with it honor, joy, peace, and new opportunities. The rivers that were dammed now release, flowing with unstoppable force, carrying with them everything that belongs to you and more. The harvest of your life will not be double but 5 times, 10 times. The miraculous New Year prayer has unblocked this flow of blessings and your faith has prepared the ground to receive it. The humiliations of the past become testimonies of your victory. Debts transform into financial freedom and scarcity is erased forever from your story. This restitution is your legal right in the spiritual world, a divine verdict that has been pronounced in your favor. The celestial forces are working to ensure that every penny, every opportunity, every blessing that was denied to you returns to you with impressive force and magnitude. The miraculous New Year prayer has activated a cycle of justice that will not stop until your financial life is a reflection of divine abundance. If you enjoyed this video so far, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you powerful messages of faith and transformation. And if restitution has already begun with such power, prepare yourself because the next step is supernatural multiplication, an expansion of wealth that will leave you breathless and guarantee that the richest year of your life in 2026 will be a dazzling reality. What was stolen has already begun to be returned to your hands with the force of the miraculous New Year prayer. But the divine decree is not satisfied only with restitution. It multiplies, transforms the little into much, the limited into unlimited, ensuring that the year 2026 will be the richest of your life and that money will arrive today supernaturally. This is not a simple sum, but an exponential expansion, a miracle of growth that exceeds all human logic. Feel how abundance flows like a river that overflows, flooding every aspect of your life with prosperity without measure. Today the money that was released by the miraculous New Year prayer not only returns, but multiplies in unexpected sources, like seeds that sprout in fertile soil, bearing fruit in abundance. What you sowed with faith, now you harvest multiplied. Each open door divides into 10 new doors and abundance runs toward you like an unstoppable flood, attracting quick and constant money. This is the spiritual principle of multiplication in action. A power that always exceeds restitution and takes you to a level of wealth you never imagined possible. Money will appear out of nowhere, opening financial doors with surprising ease. Your life becomes a fertile field where blessings sprout effortlessly and the storehouses of your soul and your bank account fill to overflowing. The miraculous New Year prayer has activated this cycle of multiplication, a cycle that knows no limits or restrictions. The universe delivers to you a harvest so abundant that you will not have space to store it, forcing you to expand your capacity to receive and to give. the little becomes much. What was limited is now without measure. Because heaven has decreed a supernatural multiplication for you, especially so that money arrives today and the year 2026 will be the most opulent. Each blessing you receive now is not the end, but the beginning of a new wave of prosperity. Multiplication is a continuous movement, an upward spiral of wealth that elevates you higher and higher. The miraculous New Year prayer has ignited this engine of unstoppable growth, and your faith fuels it. Opportunities multiply, innovative ideas flourish, and quick money arrives in the most creative and unexpected ways. You are in a cycle of endless abundance, a whirlwind of prosperity that takes you toward the realization of your greatest dreams. The field of your life flourishes with fruits you perhaps did not plant, because heaven decreed multiplication through the miraculous New Year prayer. Each open door divides into 10 new doors, and abundance runs like an unstoppable flood. But for this multiplication to be sustainable and permanent, for the year 2026 to remain as the richest of your life, and for money to continue arriving today and always, it is necessary to shield the mind against any vestige of scarcity. What comes now is the key to protecting this wealth, to ensure that no thought of doubt or fear can sabotage your new reality. Prepare yourself to cultivate the garden of a mind shielded against poverty. Multiplication has already begun to spread like a flood over your life, bringing quick money and transforming 2026 into the richest year. But for this abundance to not only arrive, but to remain and consolidate, your mind needs to be shielded. It is in the garden of the mind where the harvests of the Spirit are decided, where seeds of prosperity or scarcity are sown. The miraculous New Year prayer not only opens external doors, but also equips you to protect your inner space against any attack of doubt, unbelief, and fear that could sabotage your new financial reality. This is the crucial step for the sustainability of your wealth. The miraculous New Year prayer not only opens coffers and releases riches, but also seals your mind against the invisible saboteurs of scarcity. Your mind is a fertile garden. If you sow doubts, you will harvest failure. If you plant unshakable faith, you will harvest unlimited prosperity. Thoughts are seeds, and today with the force of this decree we uproot any weed of scarcity and plant trees of abundance. This mental shield is your spiritual armor, your flaming shield that repels the poisoned arrows of misery and fear, ensuring that money continues arriving today and that the year 2026 will be a testimony of your opulence. Your mind will no longer be attacked by the voices of scarcity, by the whispers of unbelief, or by the ghosts of the past. Fear will no longer have space in your inner garden, because it has been replaced by the certainty of the abundance you have decreed. The miraculous New Year prayer has ignited a light in your mental fortress, converting it into an impenetrable sanctuary for any negative thought. This shield is an essential part of your decree, an active protection that guarantees that the supernatural multiplication you have experienced will not be compromised by self-sabotage or by the influence of negative energies. The seeds of doubt are uprooted from your mind with authority, and in their place flourish trees of abundance that bear fruits of wealth, peace, and joy. The miraculous New Year prayer has purified your mental field, preparing it to receive and maintain prosperity without end. Your mind becomes an illuminated fortress where no arrow of misery can penetrate. Each thought you cultivate is now an affirmation of your wealth, a declaration of your power to attract quick money, for money to appear out of nowhere, and for financial doors to open wide. This mental renewal is as vital as the decree itself. Without a shielded mind, abundance can arrive, but it could dissipate quickly. The miraculous New Year prayer provides you with the tools to maintain your focus on wealth, on gratitude, and on continuous manifestation, ensuring that 2026 will be the richest year of your life. The discipline of maintaining your mind in alignment with prosperity is the key to sustaining and expanding everything you have received. And when the mind is shielded in this way, when your interior is a reflection of the wealth you already possess, the final door of inheritance opens wide before you, revealing the apex of this journey of transformation. The door has already opened wide before you. And now there are no more barriers that can impede the unstoppable flow of your destiny. The hour has arrived for the supreme decree, for the forbidden and hidden word that changes forever the course of your life, consolidating the promise that 2026 will be the richest year you have ever lived, and that money will arrive today quickly, even in this very instant. Everything we have traveled together until here, each step of revelation, of authority, of courage, of celestial invocation, of spiritual warfare, of taking possession, of escalation, of partial sealing, and of multiplied restitution has been a methodical preparation for this culminating moment. It is not just a prayer you are going to proclaim, but a definitive activation of your divine inheritance. An act that seals your pact with eternal abundance and makes money appear out of nowhere, opening financial doors in astonishing ways. And here is the miraculous New Year prayer, the final decree that will unleash upon you unprecedented wealth and prosperity, that makes money arrive today in your life, tearing down all the walls of scarcity and opening the celestial coffers that belong to you by divine right. Proclaim these words with all the authority you have discovered in yourself, with the unshakable faith of one who knows that their voice has the power to transform reality, to summon abundance from the most distant corners of the universe. Each syllable you pronounce, each intention you put into these words, will be a hammer that seals your destiny, a beacon that guides wealth toward your home, toward your hands, toward every aspect of your existence. Feel the power of divine connection, the vibrant energy of a future of opulence that is already yours. Here is the miraculous New Year prayer. Prepare yourself for the richest year of your life in 2026. Beloved Heavenly Father, God of infinite wealth and prosperity, today in this sacred moment, I present myself before you with a heart full of faith and gratitude. In the name of Jesus, by the power of the Holy Spirit and under the guidance of your angels of abundance, I decree and proclaim that this is the year of my greatest wealth, 2026, and that money, prosperity, and financial blessings arrive in my life quickly, abundantly, and unexpectedly beginning from this very day. I order that every closed door be opened, that every barrier of scarcity be torn down, that every debt be canceled, and that every financial obstacle be removed from my path. Now I decree that money flows toward me from known and unknown sources, in miraculous and instantaneous ways, that every need be supplied with superabundance, that every desire of my heart, aligned with your will, be granted. I proclaim that I am a magnet for wealth, a channel of your divine prosperity. I receive quick, unexpected, and abundant money. I declare that I am worthy of wealth and that abundance is my divine inheritance. I order the angels of prosperity to surround me, to open the celestial treasures and to direct toward me all opportunities for financial growth, all successful businesses, all blessed investments. May each word of this miraculous New Year prayer become a hammer that seals my destiny of wealth. May the year 2026 be a living testimony of your glory in my financial life. I receive and give thanks for the money that arrives today, the money that will appear out of nowhere, the financial doors that open wide. Amen. 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 Each word proclaimed of this miraculous New Year prayer is like a hammer that seals the contract of abundance in the spiritual world, a divine oath that the universe is obliged to honor. This is not just a video you are watching, but an altar raised in your life, a sacred connection point where the celestial meets the earthly and where your deepest desires materialize into reality. The spiritual pact you have been forging throughout this journey is now consummated, sealed with every fiber of your being and with the authority of the divine word. The result is undeniable. The quick money you desire has already been released, and the promise of a year 2026 of unprecedented wealth is a reality that is gestating from this very instant. For this decree to take deep root in your being, in your reality, I ask that you return to this video for at least 3 consecutive days and proclaim again this powerful miraculous New Year prayer. Each repetition is not just a reminder but a reinforcement of your pact, a consolidation of your authority, and an amplification of the energy that attracts money into your life quickly, even today. Furthermore, to seal your commitment in this moment of victory, write now in the comments, I take possession of the miraculous New Year prayer and the richest year of my life in 2026. Your visible declaration is an anchor for your faith and a testimony to the universe. And as a final act of faith, as a seed sown for an even greater harvest, share this video with at least one person who you believe also needs to experience this transformation and the arrival of quick money. By doing so, you not only extend the current of blessings, but you become a channel of divine prosperity, guaranteeing that the flow of wealth in your own life will be unstoppable and without measure. The pact is consummated, the decree has been pronounced and sealed. Return for 3 consecutive days and proclaim this decree again until abundance overflows without measure, making 2026 your most glorious and richest year. If this video has blessed you and helped you on your journey to prosperity, please subscribe to our channel. Together we will continue walking this path of faith, abundance, and divine transformation. May God bless you richly in 2026 and beyond.